the chains. On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Browning. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bengals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the...
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Wilson.
He's got some room to operate.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Marvin Mims.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Lutz with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they.
He's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big play. Just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Off the bootleg, Browning. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Well, one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing is Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return is Jones. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Browning, he finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Browning.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Oh, his time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's got it. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Wilson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Chase.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Browning. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Forced out to his left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jake Browning. 1 yards.
And the Bengals are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Denver's offense ready to go again. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And Judy's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets this up past the 40. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing on 1st down. Browning. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bengals are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Browning. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us It's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They go play action with Wilson.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely...
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yes.